Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sports and Wrestling Experience YouTube page. I am your host, Cody Davis, and we're going to do another watch along here tonight. The 2011 Money in the Bank John Cena versus CM Punk in Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois. I've been there twice. I'll probably get into that during the watch along. That venue is absolutely fantastic. Whatever you've heard of it, or if you've been there for sure, you know what it's like, and it definitely lived up to the type of the stories I've heard. How much history is in that building? It's kind of a dump, but we'll get there. Uh, if y'all go to the WWE Network, please. That's what I'm going on. Um, go to 2011 pay per views. Go find Money in the Bank. I'll put that in the description, basically to where you'll be like ready to go once this video starts. I am at the 1 hour 59 minute and the 8 second mark. I got it on pause. I'm looking at John Cena doing this. It's the graphic right before because I wanted to get the tremendous video package in there and just go from there. It's like a from here until the end of the pay per view. The pay per view didn't last 4 hours, 5 hours like they do now. This pay per view lasted 2 hours and 47 minutes. So basically, if you were somewhere watching this, you could have been home by 10 o'clock Central Time, and watched a really good wrestling show. So let's go ahead and fire it up. 1 hour, 59 minutes, 8 seconds. John Cena, CM Punk for the WWE Championship. So much going into this match, and let's start talking about it. All right, I am going to hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. This match, the pay per view before was one of the worst pay per views of all time. Hope y'all like the Brawl for All shirt, Pro Wrestling Tees. Go check it out. Brawl for All, that didn't go well. That'd be a fun show too. The Vice show was fantastic. I saw that a few weeks ago. This video package is absolutely amazing. The Capital Punishment pay per view a month ago, the main event, if you don't remember, was R-Truth versus John Cena in Washington, D.C. I believe Alex Riley and The Miz opened that pay per view. Huge Miz fan, I am. And they split up. Riley and Miz split up. And then Riley and Cena had a war of words. They weren't exactly buddies. They weren't having lunch together. And it down the road it killed Riley's push and eventually got him out of the WWE. I thought he was going to be fantastic. The varsity villain in NXT. The pipe bomb. I didn't watch Raw live that night, but my buddy Chad, hopefully he watches this video. Chad, what's up, man? How you doing? He was like, "Did you see what happened on Raw?" I'm like, "No, what happened?" I mean, I usually watch Raw live. Then all the time. Never really would miss one watching live. But I saw it and my mouth just dropped. I mean, it was one of the greatest promos, obviously, ever. I could quote probably everything in this video package. I've watched this so many times before bed or just kind of get motivated. And I was such a CM Punk fan. I mean, I was a fan of his. I guess when I first knew about him in 2007, I didn't know about his independent stuff. You know, I just knew him based on WWE. I'd heard the name, the independent name, but I mean, I didn't know. I didn't really go out of my way to watch. And he just turned into this freaking megastar. And of course, if you've seen the documentary, Paul Heyman saw something in him early. And the straight edge lifestyle and all that, I respect that to the T. It's tremendous. And there's stories on that one as well. I mean, he was not the chosen one. He basically earned his stripes by just busting his ass day in and day out, and he earned what he got. Should have got more, but that's another story. This this build up was. I mean, it only lasted a couple weeks, but I mean, it started with the pipe bomb, and then his contract was going to end on July 17th at midnight, and he was going to leave with the title, go to New Japan, go to Ring of Honor. That was during the pipe bomb, and he was saying how he's going to defend the title in different promotions and this and that, and he wasn't going to come back. He was going to be the champion and never return. And there was so much realism to it, and like that's something that you just don't get a whole lot of in today's wrestling. And this didn't feel like it was that long ago, even though the 9th anniversary will be coming up July 17th. That's CM Punk Day for me, by the way, July 17th. Here we go. Here's an overview of the stadium. Yeah, that ceiling is low. I sat toward the top for NXT TakeOver 2 years ago and Money in the Bank the following day. Not a bad seat in that place. What every seat taken, everyone standing. The fans know they're in for something like really, really special. That shirt that he comes out in, that was his first shirt, like, I guess, not his first, like, independent, singles shirt, but that was, I guess after Nexus and everything, that was the first shirt he came out with. It was a white shirt, not your typical black shirt that most wrestlers have. They sold out, of course, at Allstate Arena. And there was reports that people were buying the shirts for $30-$35 at the merchandise stand. And people were like offering $200+ for that shirt. Or it says, like, if you're watching right now, it says Chicago on the back with the date. It was like this limited edition shirt. And it's crazy. I would have did it. I mean, to me, it's just a shirt, but hey, it has value to a lot of people. This atmosphere, I love Brutus Beefcake poster. The guy spelled Brutus wrong, but hey, shout out to Epic Mikey C on Twitter. Michael Campana, the biggest Brutus Beefcake fan ever. If CENA wins, we riot. This atmosphere, like I was saying, this stands alone. I know ECW has had crazy atmospheres, but I mean, it's such a small venue that they've had and craziness. But as far as like bigness, that's not even a word. This is it right here. Broad. There you go. Love how they don't beep out with CM Punk saying, "What's my effing name?" They just let it go. But right here, where Punk kind of looks at the crowd, he smiles. Like, he just knows, man. He's like, I got these people in the palm of my hand. Tonight's my night. Like, F you, Vince. I'm the man, and you know it. And tonight I'm gonna show it again. He's done shown it at this point, but tonight's the night where it's like, all right, give me the ball. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25 is my favorite match ever. This is 1A right here. That venue is so small. It's in the middle of a shopping center in Rosemont, Illinois. Brutus Beefcake poster. That is fantastic. This guy's got the sunglasses on. But it's the Allstate Arena, and then there's a little driveway, road to lead to the back of the parking lot, and then there's like a Target and like a nail salon and a Chipotle inside this like shopping center. Like, it's not in like some downtown area, like not even close. It is in a really strange area, and it just adds to the ambiance of it, and it's just the aura, if you will. A lot of fans going to Target for stuff before. There's a Brock Lesnar guy being a freaking mark. Jesus Christ. I've met him. I like the guy, but he's too much. He's goofy. There you go, goofy. No, this guy in the white beaters is loving life. But it's a really strange area, and like it's a small arena. It's old. There's like no renovations. I think there's a Chicago team. It's a minor league hockey team or soccer team that play there still. But it's arguably the best arena that wrestling can be in. That, and of course, Madison Square Garden, but I mean Chicago is special, man. And I got to go that one weekend to see NXT Takeover. There was Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, and Ciampa won, and Money in the Bank the next night in 2018. I would have whipped somebody's ass to be at this damn thing, though. Everybody's booing Cena. There might have been a few Cena fans in that place that night. He doesn't come out with his typical thing. He just comes out knowing that tonight's business. Not pointing to the cameras and all that stuff. Of course, CM Punk being respectful, getting out of the ring. That's a old time rule. Whenever your opponent gets in the ring, you get out of the ring and let him have his moment. Some guys don't. I mean, there's been some big matches. I know, like, the watch along I did on the page. You can check it out. Stone Cold didn't get out of the ring when The Rock came out at 17 because he basically... There's Colt Cabana. Him and Punk aren't exactly friends anymore. But, hey, who knows? Maybe down the road. You get out of the ring and let them have their moment. So, I mean, I notice small things, and I like that a lot. Whoever caught that damn shirt should have threw it back, just like they did at ECW One Night Stand. Yeah, they people wiping their asses with the thing, spit on it, hawked a loogie. That one dude hawks a loogie on it, throws it into the ropes, and like flips off Cena, like aggressive. Fantastic stuff. Guys, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps out tremendously. People love seeing follows, and I need follows. Talk about that in a minute. Here we got Justin Roberts. Justin Roberts, the second best announcer of all time, behind, of course, Howard Finkel. He's from Chicago too. And the crowd is just, they know they're in for something special. Punk! I am a diehard CM Punk fan. This is one of the few shirts I got. Of course, I had to cut the sleeves off to be goofy, to go to the gym. I got the original shirt too. Actually, I still got it in its... I bought two of them. I cut the sleeves off of one. I still got one in the original bag itself. That will gain value one day, and I hope to make a little bit of money off that thing. This is when Justin Roberts could actually say, Gian! Without getting in trouble by Vince McMahon. I always love that announcement. This was probably... this main event... Rock Cena at WrestleMania 28. I talk about this on the other watch along. I did covering The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 17. This is like one of the last big, like, meaningful, like, main events in the WWE. Two huge names, two big names in their primes. This match had everything and more. Such good stuff. Yeah, Dave Meltzer gave this match 5 stars. He had to have given this 5 stars. He's I know Shawn Michaels Undertaker WrestleMania 25. He gave it 4.75 stars. I don't know why not 5, but that's on him. Whatever. Hard rating scale. But the last 5-star match that was in the WWE in particular was Shawn Michaels Undertaker Bad Blood 97 inside the Hell in a Cell. So from 1997 to 2011, there's 14 years. It was 13 years, almost 13 years, like 9 months or so, without a 5-star match, and that's crazy. Now, there's been a whole bunch of them, like with NXT. Johnny Gargano on Andrade was one. The one I was at, Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship in Brooklyn in Barclays Center. whenever Ciampa had to strip the title and title was vacant. That match, that was fantastic too. That could be a watch along I do soon. Crowd chanting, "You can't wrestle," and I think this is where Cena like does like me to the crowd. Yeah, like no, and then he points to him. Yeah. Like I said, sports and wrestling experience. Please subscribe to the page. Just would mean a lot. I'm basically building this from my living room, building it from the ground up. I have big hopes for this, but just like in life in general, or just whatever, you need a following. You own a grocery store, you need employees, or you need shoppers to buy the stuff. And on Twitter and Instagram at SWX Podcast, and the Facebook page is just search Sports and Wrestling Experience. Please click the thumb for that as well. Cena's trying to calm the crowd down. He's got him in like this little arm wrist lock. The crowd's just on pins and needles. They're reacting to literally everything. For anyone watching this, I don't know, like if y'all had like big watch parties in up until 2012. No, yeah, 2012. Buffalo Wild Wings would host like watch along. I mean, not watch alongs, but like they would just like restaurants order fights or boxing matches and whatnot. Order the fights basically for free for the guest and come in to eat, and they make their money on that. Well, there was a Buffalo Wild Wings in Baton Rouge, based in Denham Springs, Louisiana, and Buffalo Wild Wings about 15-20 minutes away. And my old roommate was like, "Hey, they watch pay-per-views, wrestling, but we go and drink and eat and stuff, and go watch them. It's free, You could just sit there and not order, but go out to a restaurant, you're going to order something." So we started doing that, and that's kind of what got me back into watching wrestling and seeing like all these other people in the area watching it, noticing that there is a community for it. A lot of times, growing up, there were sometimes like I didn't think anyone was watching it. That was just me, me in my room watching wrestling, and my mom comes in like, "Oh, you watching that wrestling stuff?" Like, yeah, and she like laugh and leave, and it's like, man, come on. But back to what I was getting to, this pay-per-view in general, we had a group of like 10. We had reserved a table. We get there. I get there about 10 minutes before, and my buddy Devin shows up. Shout out to Devin if you ever watch this. What's up, man? He shows up with an actual briefcase that he designed, like a Money in the Bank briefcase. And he acts like he was going to like cash in on one of us, just being silly. And it's like, man, tonight's going to be awesome. But yeah. It was, they were on a wait like the entire time because nobody was getting up at this at Buffalo Wild Wings. And, like every seat was taken. I mean, it was like watching, like, me being out here in LSU Tiger Country, like a big LSU football game, and like the bars are packed. That's what it was like for this over at the Buffalo Wild Wings where we're at. Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. They don't show the pay-per-views anymore, and that was devastating. We tried to find other places around the area, and it just wasn't working. So we go watch other places in my apartment or somewhere else, and then the network came along. So here we are. I had this DVD, dude. That's when people still bought DVDs. CM Punk representing Chicago in like all his gear. The Second City Saint himself, the straight edge savior. That was such a good storyline that they could have did so much, but I mean, people were getting like offended, and people were getting like they didn't let it. That had so much legs to it, and they cut them off quick. CM Punk should still be in the WWE right now, and he should have had like multiple title reigns. He should not have lost to The Rock at the Royal Rumble 2013 to the People's Elbow. That was unfortunate. Then they had the rematch in New Orleans, the Elimination Chamber. I was at that event in the Smoothie King Center, and he lost that one. And that's whenever he said he wanted to go on break after WrestleMania. And then, I don't know if you have listened to the Colt Cabana podcast with CM Punk, part 1 and 2, where he just spills the beans. And it's like, whoa, this is a really good interview. So good, so good. It came out like around maybe Thanksgiving time, 2014. It was about 7 months after he had left, or 8-9 months. It's like, oh, here's CM Punk. He's risen from the dead. Fantastic interview. But he was saying how Vince McMahon wanted Punk to work Undertaker, and he's like, all right, am I going to go over? And he's like, no. He's like, well, what about next? Like, he's putting all these guys over, part-timers. He's like, well, where are they going to be? They're going to go home. I'm going to be here day in and day out on this show. And I think it was the night after the Royal Rumble 2014 in Cleveland is whenever he just said, in the words of Jim Cornette, thank you, bye. So, at the time, he walked out on his own degree, and I was pretty upset about it. I'll be honest. I was not thrilled. But with him walking out, it opened up the floodgates for guys like Daniel Bryan and the Yes Movement, and smaller guys, like your Sami Zayns and your Johnny Garganos and your Adam Coles. And him walking out basically turned a lot of other people's careers into bigger and better things. So thank you, CM Punk. Really good match we got going on. We haven't even gotten to all the good stuff. This match tells a really good story as well. No one thinks he's going to do it. Oh, boom. DDT. Shades of Jake the Snake Roberts. 1, 2, and he got him. No, he didn't. A lot of mat wrestling in this one. Basically, John Cena is not a bad wrestler. A lot of people say he, sucks, and they were basically just fed. The WWE, Vince McMahon fed John Cena to everybody early and often, too much. People got sick of it. I mean, the guy can go. The guy's wrestling in freaking blue jean shorts. He's had a lot of quality matches and put people over against guys like CM Punk, Edge, Roman Reigns like 2 years ago in that, I forgot the pay-per-view, but it was like 2 huge matches. Cena, no, it was Reigns and John Cena, and it might have been Brock and Undertaker. Let me do some research. Roman Reigns, John Cena, No Mercy, 2017. Let's see. There was one huge match also that happened along with this. It was like a double main event. Reigns, Cena, Lesnar, Paul Heyman. I don't know if that was the one I was talking about. Cruiserweight Championship, Neville versus Enzo Amore. Yeah, it must have been. Yeah, Strowman and Lesnar versus Strowman, Lesnar, and Cena, Reigns. That's basically a double main event. I thought it was something else. as you're watching the 2011 Money in the Bank pay-per-view main event featuring your champion of the WWE, John Cena, versus the son of Chicago, the Second City Saint, the straight edge savior himself, CM Punk, in a 5-star match rated by Dave Meltzer, the first 5-star match in the WWE since Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood. 14 years went by. And Dave was finally like, you know what? 5 stars. 1, 2, and he got it. No, he didn't. Speaking of 5 stars, I've had a bunch of 5-star matches in the bedroom as well. That didn't go how I wanted it to, but hey, we'll get there. That's some negative ones too. They're not all 5-star matches. I had a 6-star match one time. That shit was awesome. It would have been 10 stars in Tokyo though. They're trying to take a break right here. They're breathing hard. They're trying to figure out what's next. Scott Armstrong, the lucky referee for this one. He's ref some really good, classic matches. I love this venue. Like I said, I've been there twice. It is amazing. Nice. Oh, landed right on his knees. 1, 2, and he got him. No, he didn't. Yeah, either Punk didn't jump far enough, or Cena was not ready. That could have been way worse than it was, but they're professionals. That's why they say do not try this at home. Even though we all did, and we all got injured in some way, shape, or form as children, doing trampoline wrestling or spacewalk wrestling, in-home couch wrestling, just you name it. Jumping out of a treehouse, trying to be like freaking Jeff Hardy. Ah! Jesus Christ. That's why CM Punk was hurt all the time. He's taking bumps like that on the damn ground. Give that man a Z-Pack. Dr. Amen, give him a Z-Pack. What's crazy is like the night after, Punk has already said he's not coming back. And then like they have like the WWE like championship tournament, which Vince McMahon hates tournaments. I don't know how he agreed to it. And the following week, I forgot what city they were in, but it's the finals is John Cena and Rey Mysterio. And what was it? No, it was Mysterio was champion. I don't know, I gotta find this. Thank you all for watching, guys. We'll be doing a lot more of these watch-alongs here in the future. It's something I just wanted to get out just as far as content and just have fun with you guys and just see, go back into yesteryear and watch really classic main event wrestling matches and do watch-alongs and just get my perspective on them. July 18th, Raw. Booker T on commentary was always a hell of a time. He's on my fave 5, Michael. Let's see. Oh, he's going for oh, there you go. 1, 2, and he got it. No. Yeah, the tournament was it was The Miz and Alex Riley in the first round. R-Truth, Jack Swagger, Kofi Kingston, and Alberto Del Rio. He's been in the news lately. He's not the greatest guy in the world. And the last match, Rey Mysterio and Dolph Ziggler. The Miz advances on, faces Kofi Kingston, second round. R-Truth and Rey Mysterio. And it was The Miz and Rey Mysterio in the finals. And guess let's see, July 25th Raw. If you're watching this and know exactly what happened, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do my research. The abdominal stretch. I missed the abdominal stretch. It was a really good move for the guys to rest, stretching them out. Love the classic old moves. Freaking arm bars and stretch holds and sleeper holds. Man, I can watch that all day. Let's see. Yeah, John Cena defeats Rey Mysterio to win the WWE Championship. And that's when Punk came back the following week. And there's two champions now. You know, comes out to new entrants, Cult of Personality plays. Unless you're a super fan, you didn't realize that was him. Unless you that was what he used in like Ring of Honor. And they paid off Living Color to do the entrance. I wonder how much they got from that, But I know Living Color was like in the news for a couple of weeks, like I guess iTunes and downloads and I guess selling stuff and basically getting known more. Zack Ryder defeated Michael Cole in 26 seconds also in that Raw too. Don't remember that at all. Up, here he goes. Here he goes. The shoulder is up. He misses and he throws. Whoop! Wait, nope. Roll up. 1, 2, and no. Cena's not done. He's like, damn it, I got to get the 5-knuckle shuffle in. This match is so good. Up, here we go. And yeah, the fans know what's coming. Oh, here we go. John Cena. He's in my fave 5, I tell you. Booker T, if y'all didn't catch that. Oh. Gets him. Punk's like, nope, not tonight, pal. Pushes him out of the ring, and here we go. What we see too much of today, Tope Subasita, which 9 years ago, it was actually, I'm not saying innovative, but you didn't see it all the time. Now it's in everyone's moveset, and it's frustrating. You know exactly what I'm talking about if you're watching this. Shout out to anybody watching this. Please, if you watch it, please leave a comment. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel so I'll know who you are, where you're at, and follow the Instagram, Twitter, SWX Podcast. Check out this dude in a tux. Oh, is that tux guy? Like a lot of these wrestling fans now, you got like Lesnar guy, and they're fans that want to have like gimmicks. And I think he was like WWE tux guy. Huge fans, but it's goofy, I guess. Love their fandom though. Here he goes, 5-knuckle shuffle. Does he land it? Pretty, yeah, he does. Boom. I love how they get hit, but then they get then they get up. It's strange. Oh, here we go. Nope. He misses. He kicks him right in the balls. Kicks him in the bam, boom, boom, right in the ding, ding. 1, 2, and he got him. No, he didn't. And about these watch-alongs, I actually have a lot of fun doing these. This is a really good time for me. There's Lesnar guy doing the thing. Like, just sit down, goof. I've met him. I like him. I mean, I have nothing. He's goofy. Here he goes. Time to go to sleep. Nope, not yet. Oh, he reverses it. Throws him down. Boom. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. No. if you're in that building, you're like you're watching something like really, really, really special that doesn't happen exactly all the time, if ever, in wrestling. Personal story. It it felt real. Maybe it was real. Maybe he was gonna not sign the contract. Who knows? I think he did. I think he signed it like the day of, and as a shoot, he signed it. Is that dude wearing Bret Hart sunglasses? Looks like it. Uh, yeah, he signed the contract, and he got a big deal. He got what he wanted. Got a damn bus. A lot of these guys got buses now. It's pretty cool. Maybe if I get really big with this sports and wrestling experience, I can get a damn bus. Pretty cool. 1, 2, and he got him. Nope. No, he didn't. Needed the face. In the face. What was it? Seth Rollins had did the it was like a knee to the face, and they made a shirt about it. They got Cena right in the nose. It was the build up, I think, to the SummerSlam match, maybe afterwards. And his nose was like the whole other way. He's just like sitting there, like, oh, his nose. Oh man, it was brutal. Yikes! That's ugh. I've been busted up in the nose before. It does not feel good. It does not tickle. He's got him in the SDF. Does CM Punk tap out? Does he tap out? This fate change and me watching this 9 years later, does it happen again, and does he actually tap out this time? Let's find out. Nope, he's going for the ropes. Do you tap? Do you tap? Do you give up? Look at this guy right behind him. He's like trying to get a bird's eye view. He got the ropes. This is my boy John Glick, WWE's biggest fan. John, maybe I'll get you to watch one of these days. Hope you're doing well, bro. Nice. Punk is sweating his ass off. Boom! Oh, I'll miss Booker T on commentary. Oh my goodness. Guys look pretty worn out. Hell of a match. Hell of a freaking match. As I say it again, Sports and Wrestling Experience. Please like the Facebook page. Just search Sports and Wrestling Experience with an X. Instagram, Twitter, at SWX Podcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. That's where a lot of my content will be going, and I need subscribers. Please help me out. Oh, here we go. Crossbody, and Cena reverses it. I'm sure Michael Cole is going to say, look at the strength of John Cena, like he always does when he does stuff like this. Gets it? Nope. Nope. GTS, time to go to sleep. Like Ludacris would say, go to sleep, ho. Go to sleep. Nope. And D is now in the SDF, and they want him to tap out, but CM Punk refuses to die in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. If you're doing this watch along, you may forget what actually happens at the end of this match too. Maybe not at the end, but like what led to the end. There you go. CM Punk should have done this in the UFC. Maybe he would have actually won. I'm a huge CM Punk fan, but seeing him get whooped in UFC sucked. E for effort, though. He busted his ass and was in fight camp and did everything he had to do to get prepared for a UFC fight match in general. and like he got paid like way more than like everybody else too, because of like his following, and like he brought in like people like me that actually was like watching the pay-per-views, or like other friends of mine. Yay! He does it. Yep, he's going for the pin. 1, 2, and he got him. No. Uh, yeah, like wrestling fans sitting at home, getting a big group together. They're watching it for Punk. They're not watching it for whatever great main event they had that night. They're watching for their. I mean, wrestling is a huge fan base, man. I saw it was like Twitter followers for the last fight he had. I forgot who it was against. They compared Twitter followers to everybody on the card. And I think Punk still had like more followers than all of them combined, or it was like really close. It's like, damn. And he was like the worst one on the card, I guess, in that world of MMA. He was only in UFC because of his name. I mean, like in reality, he would have been like a Bellator guy or like something to a lesser degree. I mean, he tried though. He busted his ass. He gave it everything he had. He just didn't have it. Cena's got hurt a couple times doing that damn move. I'm glad he didn't do it anymore when he actually has matches. Kick out at 2 again. CM Punk is distraught. He doesn't know what he is. It's like he's out of ideas. He's trying to pump himself up. He doesn't know what to do. He needs his friends. He needs all his friends, all his Chicagoians. I guess that's how you say it. I don't know. Chicago's a cool city. I enjoyed it. I'm not a big city person, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it was fun for what it was. I had a good time. And he's going for the GTS. Up, nope. Cena grabs the rope. He gets out the ring. Ah, rope meet Punk. Yep, Cena's going up top. He's hell bent on trying to get this move over. Boom, good connection. Trying to end it. 1, 2. He got him. No. Booker T just said, "I'm exhausted." I don't know if y'all seen this. My thumb. There you go. Yeah. An ex-girlfriend of mine. Hey Shelby, if you ever watch, I made it to the big time. Finally, I'm doing YouTube videos now. She made a painting for me. I think it was for my birthday, maybe Christmas, or it was something. A little small gift. Thoughtful. She painted the WWF logo onto this little canvas. So of course I turned it upside down like the Miz. Huge Miz fan. Turned it up, now to where it reads M. Like, or years ago, whenever they like Raw was hyping up this new title display, and like it was they have a new title, and then Miz comes out, and they got like the big trophy case, I guess, for the title. And then, like, drum roll, please. And, like, they take off the thing. It's the spinner title, but reversed to the M. I'll never forget that. I thought that was absolutely awesome. John Cena's out of ideas. He's asking Scott Armstrong, like, come on, man, that was 3. You can't count. You know referees can't count to 3. Sometimes. Usually they count to 2. Crowd's not giving up on CM Punk. They've been with him through thick and thin. They are still there. I'm sure after this match they all went and partied and drank in the Target parking lot, because it's literally right across the street. Oh, that blonde in the front row. I must have missed her. She's pretty. It's that dude that's always front row, that's been like front row with that big camera. The guy in the black hat right there. I don't know his name. He's front and center for WrestleMania 25, taking pictures and stuff, like front and center wearing like a jersey or something. Yeah, maybe I can get a hold of him, meet him one day, or talk to him, interview him. Whoa, hey, hey, nice, nice move. I forgot about that spot. They're like 25, 30 minutes in. They're still doing this crap. This is great. Booker T giving us his insight. Boom. GTS, time to go to sleep. As he landed. Oh, yeah. Oh, out the ring. Damn you, John Cena. That was so smart. Very smart on John Cena's part to leave the ring to where he cannot be pinned for the 1, 2, 3 and lose his coveted WWE Championship. And the storyline was, Vince McMahon, CM Punk's reinstated. You got your match. Because Cena wanted Punk. He was like, I want CM Punk. And the stipulation was if CM Punk beats you at Money in the Bank, you're fired. Talking to Cena. Cena was not fired. He was champion a week later. And here comes the genetic jackhammer, the chairman of the board, the man that created IcoPro, World Bodybuilding Federation, former president Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and the Funk Man himself, John Laurinaitis, the leader of talent relations, people power, out there to do a Chicago screw job to CM Punk, if you will. Here you go. He's going for the STF. He's calling for the bell like he did years ago in Montreal, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. John Cena decks Laurinaitis right here. That was a shoot punch. He decks him right there. He was like bruised up or had a blackout the next day, but he got him. Maybe he told Cena, hey, don't play with me out there, get me. Cena's like, yo, I ain't Bret Hart. Don't do this. Here we go. GTS sets him up, faces hard camera. Boom. Knee to the face. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Allstate Arena has become unglued. CM Punk is the new WWE champion. People are going absolutely bonkers crazy. People are just living life and having a grand old time. This is what they wanted to see. And damn it is what they got. What a freaking match. Like I said, Dave Meltzer gave this puppy 5 stars. First time, here we go. Punk is the famous picture right here. Yeah. There's a couple of them in this. It ain't over yet. I'm about to see something else here in a minute. But this is the last time Killswitch Engage, This Fire Burns played in a WWE venue, unless it played like after this. I don't know. After they went off air. But yeah, he comes back 2 weeks later on Raw, even though Punk did not want to come back. He wanted to stay gone forever. But in today's world, go, go, go. You have to have a pay-per-view come out. Raw, there's always something to do. This isn't 1989 where it's like events every few months. But yeah, he gets Colt's personality comes out 2 weeks later. Here's Vince McMahon. He's telling him to cut the music, send Alberto Del Rio out. Alberto Del Rio, obviously, earlier that night, won the Money in the Bank briefcase. And it is now, we want Ryder poster. Yeah, me too. Me too, damn it. But he's no longer with WWE. Matt Cardona. Hell of a guy. He wants Alberto Del Rio to come out and cash in Money in the Bank, even though Punk's like, okay, here we go. Kick to the head. Boom. F you, Alberto Del Rio. Punk's like, this isn't going to work. This isn't how we do business, pal. He's leaving out, and he's about to blow the kiss to Vince. This infamous picture. And there he goes. CM Punk is exiting Allstate Arena. I'm sure he went to Target right as soon as he left this match to go get a Pepsi or something. His getaway car, ready to go, and he puts out on Twitter a few hours later he had the championship in his refrigerator. His refrigerator had like eggs and like maybe a Pepsi, some milk, and like the WWE championship inside the refrigerator. What a moment if you're sitting right there. Nah, that's good stuff. Vince is like, this guy's my champion, Jesus Christ. But yeah, CM Punk is a proven. He drew money. He drew money indeed. And CM Punk is my second favorite of all time, Shawn Michaels being first. And that match right there has a special meaning in my heart, damn it. That match is absolutely awesome. Great moment, 5-star match, first one in 14 years, back in 2011. There you have it. Watch along with yours truly, the Coaster, the roller coaster, Cody Davis, the host of Sports and Wrestling Experience. That's Experience with an X, like D-Generation X. And please follow this YouTube page. Please subscribe, Sports and Wrestling Experience. Instagram and Twitter at SWX Podcast. Facebook page, just search Sports and Wrestling Experience and you'll see it. And they got the little thumb on there. Just click it, and I would appreciate that. A lot of content coming up here. A lot of stuff is opening up now with this whole virus thing going on. We got a lot coming at us here in the next couple weeks, months. That's we're gonna be busy over here, and I will be pumping out content. Maybe not daily, but a few times a week, you know. And if you guys have any requests for any watch-alongs or any topics of any sort, please leave me a comment on Twitter. Send me a DM. My DMs are wide open. Unlike some people, you can actually reach me, and I will check it and get back to you as soon as possible. And if you want to hear something, hey, I'll talk about it, and I'll give it the platform. So, guys, I'll do it for this watch-along. 2011 Money in the Bank, John Cena, CM Punk. Had a good time. I hope you did as well. And please stay tuned for any updates on this page. Thank you so much, and have a good night.